Let's take a look at the fastest way to get through this SAT writing and language question. Now, again, we can see here that it is going to relate to our conventions of standard English, but we have a lot more going on in our answer choices than punctuation or verbs or pronouns. This is our big clue that it's a modifiers question. Modifiers question is always about putting the thing that is being described right next to its description. And what we want to do here is we want to jump to the very last sentence because that's where we need to come back and finish something. By reducing the dispersion of industrial contaminants, comma, this is only an introductory phrase. I do not have a subject yet. So my job here is to recognize whatever I'm putting in next needs to start first and foremost with my subject. So let's compare our answer choices for that. The reduction of contaminants, it's talking about a verb first here. I can tell that that is not my subject. The artificial something something, again, don't worry about pronouncing these words. Most of us don't know them. It's not worth it. Okay, I am starting with a subject here. Let's look next. Ooh, it looks like I'm starting with a subject, but I have this apostrophe S on the end that says it's still having ownership or possession of the next word, reduction, as that subject there. That's a verb. We can't go with that one. Both air contamination and the spread of air pollution. That's still not telling us anything about what is reducing. So the only answer choice that is going with my subject first is B. Now, a couple of things we have to remember when we're working on these questions. When everything else is equal, remember that the test writers want you to be concise. They're also looking for you to be in active voice. When I look at all of my answer choices, I can see that A and C are a little bit longer. That's normally a really good indication that I'm not in active voice. And even if I'm not recognizing that, I can tell that they're not concise. B and D are a whole lot closer. We don't have quite as many words in them. We still have just a smidge longer in D. So again, if you get stuck and you're trying to figure out where to start, jump into that shortest answer first. Active voice, when we're looking at it, is always going to go that subject first. For example, I went to the park. I, subject, went, verb, finish the expression, and I tell you where I went. The park is where I went is in passive voice because my verb is. It's not showing any action. It's just showing existence. We want to avoid that whenever we can. So again here, look for that subject first, but be very specific with that. And then notice I'm going to go straight into my verb, and then I'm going to continue that explanation with the rest of my description. Active voice, concise, lead with your subject.